What is going on, guys? Zuko back with another Dragonflight video. Hope you're all doing really well. Listen, we are back on the Shaman. It's only been a couple days, but I had some really awesome feedback from you guys on the Resto Shaman video that I did talking about Healing Stream Totem, primarily focusing on that build. And one of the best comments I had was like, hey, you only did this on a +6, so get real. You know, like maybe this isn't even good in higher content. So I was like, you know what? That's fair. That video was just to show proof of concept, to be fair to the video. But the point is valid to say that, like, does this actually function in a higher Mythic Plus dungeon? And I'm happy to say that it does. And it does so at a ridiculously low item level. I'm 390 now, because I got this trinket upgrade from doing the recent dungeon that I just did. But I'm 389 in the dungeon footage I'm about to show you. And, like, we did a +18 Court of Stars. Wait, where is it? I'm not going to show it. That's definitely wrong. I'll show you in the footage. It's +18. I don't know why it says +6. The details is completely wrong. I will show you. Maybe I won't be able to see our overall. Overall's at the end of the video, I think. The point is, we actually did a +18 Court of Stars. I was able to do it with this group, and I'm only 389 level. So this build works exceptionally well. Let me just say that right out of the gate. I do have a couple of fancy items. Like, I do have the Lariat, but it's only 399. I got a couple of good rings. I got a ring from the recent storms, like the new event that happened, so that's really cool. I do have my 2-piece tier set, so I have 10% more crit basically all the time. But that's it, guys. I'm 389 with 2-piece tier going into this dungeon. So I just want to make sure that's clear, because this can do it. It can function. Now, what are the important parts of this build? Let me go over it really quickly once again. You need Healing Stream Totem twice. You need to get Living Stream. This makes your Healing Stream Totems tick more and more and more, and they just get better and better over time. You need to get Totemic Recall plus Creation Core. This allows you to press Healing Stream Totem twice. I'll show you right now. Healing Stream Totem, and then I press my Totemic Recall, and I get both of them back. Healing Stream Totem, Healing Stream Totem. Now I have 4. Now, you're never going to want to have 4 down at the same time. That's a bit overkill, but that's the point is, you can get both of those totems back with Totemic Recall and Creation Core. Make sure you have that. Make sure you have Totemic Focus to increase the duration of your Healing Stream Totems. Make sure you have Totemic Surge to get the cooldown down. Look at there. They were still rolling there. Okay? A lot of important things. One thing I didn't really touch on in the last video is that Water Totem Mastery is really cool. When you consume Tidal Waves, it reduces the cooldown on your Healing Stream Totem. So if I press Riptide, I get Tidal Waves. Look at the cooldown on my Healing Stream Totem. Watch this. If I consume Tidal Waves, you can see it tick a little bit. It ticks back a little bit there. Right? It'll actually show here. Okay, get my healing. Watch the number on the Healing Stream Totem. It goes down. It's going down by about half a second each time, which is really cool. Okay? So, important to understand that's helping you out as well. Okay? This is the build that I ran. I'll link it down below. The other last thing I want to talk about before I jump into the video is that you need cooldowns. The way this build works is you passively heal everybody with 3 spells. You have Healing Rain on the ground, 4 spells. Earthen Wall on cooldown. You have Healing Rain on the ground, and you have as many Healing Stream Totems out as you can get at a time, and then you Riptide people. Okay? Riptide, Healing Stream Totem, Healing Rain. Keep those down. Whenever Earthen Wall comes back, use it. Healing Stream Totem, Healing Rain, and Riptide. Just use those 3 spells, okay? That's your regular passive rotation that you're doing. Then, when you get into really dicey situations, you have to blow cooldowns. And what I'm talking about is these 5 things that I'll mention right here. Number 1, AG is a cooldown you can use to really cover a major moment where you need healing, okay? Because it duplicates your healing, okay? Another one is Spirit Link Totem, of course. Very, very good. It covers an entire cooldown, okay? Healing Tide Totem covers another moment of cooldown when you really, really need it, okay? Totemic Recall also covers another cooldown, right? So you got Spirit Link for 1 cooldown, Healing Tide Totem for another cooldown. Then, if you want AG, you can pop AG and start doing some damage or start doing a bunch of healing, and it will duplicate either one of those things. That's number 3. The 4th one is going to be with Totemic Recall, because you can go Healing Stream Totem, and then Totemic Recall, and get another Healing Stream Totem out. So that's going to be Your fourth way of dealing with problems is using the Creation Core bonus. And then the last one is Ascendance. You have Ascendance that you can pop. You go like that, and then you're pumping crazy heals. So you're going to see in the video footage, I rotate through these different cooldowns multiple different times, and that's how you cover big problems. Your regular healing is just Riptide, Healing Rain, and Healing Stream Totem. And then as soon as things start to get a little bit hairy, pop one of these cooldowns. Be liberal with them. Use them all the time. Use AG on cooldown. Use your Healing Stream Totems liberally. Get Earth and Wall on the ground all the time. Don't be afraid to pop Healing Tide Totem on the ground. Get it down so that you can get its cooldown coming back. Just start using these abilities, okay? Very, very important that you do that. Okay, let me exit out of here, and then we're going to switch to video review. Nope, not there. Here we go. Here's the dungeon footage. Get my camera back up. I'm going to skip through a bunch of different parts here. I'll move this over here so you guys can see me. Oh, it's just not there. I see the problem. It's okay. Okay, let's speed it up. So we have the Demon Hunter is going to cage this first guy. But Joe just gets all frisky and just wants to kill the guy anyway. So we end up killing him. No big deal. First pack. One thing I threw down right at the beginning here, I'm also taking Earth and... I'm taking Earthbind Totem. You get Earthbind Totem for free. And then I'm taking Earth Grab Totem as well. This week is Spiteful. What you want to do on cooldown, as soon as Spiteful start coming out, is drop Earthbind Totem on them. Or Earth Grab. They do the same thing. They will slow. Earth Grab Totem will grab them initially, but they both slow. So there's a Spiteful on the ground here. I put down my Earth Bind... Oh, no, I put it down in a second here. As soon as these Spitefuls start coming out and they start chasing you down, drop your slow totem. That's the point, because it will save you. You'll have time. You'll buy yourself time, and you'll buy your melee players a bunch of time to be able to survive. They are going to thank you so much. All the melee players this week are so angry. Here comes my Earth Bind Totem there. So he's slowed down. He's trying to chase me down, but he's super slow. And it's really, really helpful, especially for melee players. So make sure you're using that all the time. We get the beacon. Push ahead here. We end up killing these guys. There's nothing crazy going on yet. But basically, guys, I'm just doing my passive rotation here. I'm putting Healing Rain on the ground. I'm pressing... Stereo stood in a frontal. Don't worry about it. I'm getting Riptide off cooldown, and I'm getting Healing Streams on the ground. If you ever have Riptide with 2 charges, like I do right now, this is a bad thing. Don't ever have this. I'm making a mistake right now, okay? You want to have Riptides rolling all the time, because we're playing Primal Tidal Core, right? So every 4 Riptides you cast, it casts an additional Riptide for free. So don't ever have Healing Stream cooldown with 2 charges, and don't ever have Riptide with 2 charges. That's how you play this build, okay? Trust me, they will come back. Don't be worried about it. They will come back. Here I get to do a bunch of extra damage just right out of the gates because I get my big chain lightnings going with Stormkeeper, and Healing Rain is down. I am using Acid Rain for lots of damage. Trying to kick Fortification there. Use your kick, guys. Resto Shaman having a 12-second range kick is so ridiculously strong. It is really, really good, okay? Don't forget to use it. That's the passive rotation. We're getting the beacons. Once again, this sentry tries to move here, and so I drop Earth Grab Totem because I've used Earthbind a second ago to stop the Spitefuls from killing us. There's the Spitefuls right there. I drop Earthbind, so they're slow. I just run around him. He autos me once. Not a big deal. Then the other guard is here. The sentry, I want to stop the sentry, so I use Earth Grab Totem. Here's all the tools you can use as a Resto Shaman to help your team. Remember to use those tools, okay? We're coming up on Gerdo. Let's skip to Gerdo. The boss fight. What's it, 8 minutes, I think? Or 5. Here it is. This is Captain Gerdo. Important things to remember as a healer, as a Resto Shaman on this fight. Get your Healing Rain down, okay? Try to get Healing Rain down before he does his Arcane Lockdown, which is going to make you... Right here he's doing it. Oh my goodness, what just happened? I'm so sorry. He does Arcane Lockdown. It's going off right now. You have to jump to clear all the stacks. So we're all getting these stacks with a little boot, little arcane boot. You have to jump to clear these stacks. You can't heal while you're doing this because you're jumping. So there's ways to solve this problem. Number 1, pre-cast Healing Rain so that it's on the ground right before Arcane Lockdown comes out, okay? During Arcane Lockdown, you need to jump and press Riptide. Jump and press Healing Stream Totem. That's what you're doing. That will cover some of the healing that you need. If somebody gets hit by like the resonant slash or by one of the beams going across the floor, they will get one shot. Joe just got hit and he didn't die, but only because he has 587,000 health. It left him at 160k. It did over 400,000 damage to him. That's going to kill every single one of us here, okay? So just remember that you really need to here comes Arcane Lockdown. I'm going to jump and cast, jump and Riptide. My healing streams are already on the ground. I'm Riptiding. Somebody gets hit by the frontal there or by the beam. I can't do anything about that. Not my fault. That's okay. We carry on. I have lots of things I can do here that, you know, that are helpful. But this boss fight's kind of weird. You should basically never take any damage because you're dodging everything all the time. So it's kind of a weird fight. But if you don't dodge everything, you're going to get one shot. So it's actually a bad fight for healers. Here's Lockdown again. I have Healing Rain on the ground already, which is great. Now I can Riptide and put Healing Streams down. There, I double Riptided. There we go. Everybody's covered. Once it's done, I'm okay. Now, the last thing you can do if you really need to do triage healing while you're in Arcane Lockdown is you can... I stood in a frontal. Is you can pop Spirit Walker's Grace. Spirit Walker's Grace allows you to jump and cast at the same time. So you can jump and cast your healing healing surge or a chain heal if you need it. Whatever you need to do, you can do it with Spirit Walker's Grace, okay? And he goes off and drinks the poison, and he is now dead. Let's skip ahead to the imps. The next part coming is the imps, and this is where I want to highlight a really important talent that I took. I have Cap Totem, and then I have the Cudgel, which is the buff. There's a choice now right under Cap Totem. You can take the Cudgel. You want to take that, I forget what the first name, but it's got Cudgel in the name. It makes Cap Totem go off a second time. Watch this. I put Cap Totem down. They're pressing Firebolt. If all these Firebolts get off, somebody's dying, including the tank. Firebolts are going off. Firebolts are going off. Boom. Cap Totem triggers. Okay. Cap Totem is about to end. They're starting to cast their Firebolts again. They don't even get a chance to because Cudgel makes Cap Totem go off again a second time. They're stunned for the entire duration of when they could have done damage, and we killed them because we blow a bunch of AoE cooldowns. Look at the Demon Hunter. Did 160k. So, absolutely, in Court of Stars, take Cudgel to buff your Cap Totem so that you can deal with these imps all by yourself. Once again, we're running away from the shade, so I drop a slow totem. The Hunter drops a tar trap. Really good play by the Hunter. You just want to use these tools, guys, all the time. Here's Bewitch. Bewitch is really annoying. You want to kick it. If you don't kick Bewitch, you can actually dispel it afterwards as the healer. I don't have Earthbind Totem, but I have Earth Grab Totem, so I pop that down to stop the Spiteful from getting me. This is why you want to take both of these totems on Spiteful Week, okay? Here comes the next set of imps. I have no stun. I'm just letting everybody know. I didn't have voice comms here, so they use all their tools. Generally speaking, in a dungeon, if you're playing with, you know, people who aren't brain dead, they're gonna have tools to help you deal with the imps. But just know that you can cover an entire pack of imps on your own, and that's really, really powerful. Okay, really strong. So we skip forward here. Here's the next set of imps. I actually dropped my Cap Totem. Watch this. This is so awful. Look at this. I hit it so fast. You can see it. Look at it. It's right on top of this little tower here. So it detonates on top of the tower and gets one imp. It gets one imp. I missed. So Blinding Sleep gets used, and then thankfully it's going to go off again because of Cudgel. The Cudgel one gets them. So it was all planned, guys. It was all planned. I intentionally missed the first time, of course. Anyway, you want to contribute to the key. Think about this for a second. If these Firebolts get off, multiple people are probably going to die. If not, go to like, look at 3 Fireballs got off right there. Look at this. Only 3-4 Fireballs get off here. And look how much damage we take. Imagine if they'd all gotten off. So what you do is you save yourself mana. You actually heal the entire group by stunning those imps and making sure that their damage doesn't get off. Very important to do that, okay? Now, we end up killing all the little mini-bosses here. Nothing important here I want to talk to you about. I want to skip forward to 13. It's over here on the other side. Yeah, we run across the other side. Okay, this is important here. Joe is waiting for the Pats to go over here, like a smart person, and then he runs past them, and I'm like, okay, cool. And for some reason, I just watch him run, and I don't run with him because I'm an idiot. And so we suddenly realize, the Hunter and I, or the DH and I realize we're stuck. We have to go around the other way. Now, this is setting up for like one of the best healing moments ever. This is going to just show you how powerful Resto Shaman can be. I blow through every one of my cooldowns in this upcoming fight right here. Okay? Can I slow it down a little bit? Let's go speed. The size is fine. I want to go speed? Is there speed somewhere? Did I miss it? Someone's gonna yell at me later. Whatever. We don't have to do it, I guess. I was just trying to slow it down a little bit. Video track. Nope. I don't know how to fix it. I'm so sorry, guys. I should have looked at this earlier. Okay. Don't worry about it. We'll just kind of pause it as we go. I wanted to slow it down, but here's what we're going to do. The DH is going in. The problem is right now there's a fell detonation going off right here. You want to LOS this, typically. You want to stack the Enforcer on a corner and LOS this. We can't. So everybody takes half their health. Now I'm behind the 8 ball already. I drop Healing Tide Totem immediately. Cooldown number 1 has been used, okay? I'm also dropping Healing Stream Totems, and my, here comes second fell detonation, by the way. My Totemic Recall is on cooldown, so I only have access to 4 cooldowns here. So now I'm in trouble, and I'm like, you know what? I need instant recovery because a fell detonation is coming. Another fell detonation. I know I'm going to die, so I link this. So we're good. I link it. Fell detonation goes off. We're okay. That's cooldown number 2 is gone. All I have left is AG plus Ascendance, okay? So I pop this. I'm looking at my cooldowns like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Because we end up pulling the Pat anyway, by the way. We start this fight, and then the Pat immediately pulls anyway, so we're in trouble. So Spirit Link's down. We're still okay, but another fell detonation's going off, and nobody's going to dodge it at all. So I pop AG right now. And now AG gives you bonus healing from your damage or from your healing. So I'm just going to heal because I need as much healing as possible. Watch the health bars here with AG healing. I'm just doing Healing Surge, basically. Boom, Healing Surge. Look at the bars go up. Look at this. I'm almost dead. This is so good right here. Another fell detonation goes off. Then he does Searing Glare goes off here. Right here. And then me and the Hunter dip real low. I'm at 6,600 health. The Hunter's at 2,700 health. The last cooldown I have left, I'm like, oh my god, I'm out of juice. I have nothing left. And I look down and I'm like, I have Ascendance still. I still have Ascendance. Watch this. Ascendance. Boom. Everybody goes to full. And then I pop Spirit Walker's Grace at the same time here because I need to move and heal. We need to clear our debuffs. So I need to move and heal. So Spirit Walker's Grace comes down, and then I'm Healing Surge, baby. I'm just pressing Healing Surge. That's all I'm doing. And my Ascendance will duplicate that healing to a bunch of other allies. So that's a step-by-step walkthrough on a very bad situation where we didn't mean to pull all the extra trash. But even at 389 item level, we were able to overcome the problem, and we did 60k HPS there. Just absolutely destroyed that pull. That felt so good as a Resto Shaman. And again, we had multiple Healing Stream Totems down. Riptides were down, and then we just cycled through our big cooldowns. I cycled through. My Healing Tide Totem went down right away. Then I popped AG. Then I popped Ascendance. I just went through those 3. And they were able to cover that, plus my regular cooldowns were able to cover enough of the problem to make it work. This is how you're supposed to handle the Enforcers, by the way. Fell detonations going off, you hug around the corner, and then nobody takes any damage. But unfortunately, we just had a situation over there where we couldn't avoid it whatsoever. There was no way to get past it. Okay? Here's the last of the lieutenants that we have to kill, and then we do this boss. Now, we do this boss fight perfectly, except for one minor little thing. Here's what you want to do in this boss fight. You want to stack up as a group so that when she does Internal Eruption, when she spawns the imps, they will spawn underneath your feet. So everybody has to come in and stand together so that when all the imps spawn, they're all together, and you can stun them and AoE them down. Okay? That's what you want to do. So we get the first one perfectly. There we go. Somebody stuns them. I'm doing Chain Lightning, Stormkeeper Chain Lightning to help contribute some damage, doing 33k DPS right now. Withered Soul goes out. Withering Soul is something that you can kick as a Resto Shaman every single time. Don't be afraid to kick it. Please help your team and kick that. Here comes the next part of this fight is that she does Burning Intensity, and it just means that everybody takes damage all the time on this fight. This is a really good fight for Healing Stream Totem because Healing Stream Totem is just ticking all the time. Anytime you have rot damage over time, Healing Stream Totem is perfect for that situation. So you can see everybody's taking damage. Here's the next Internal Eruption. I precast Healing Rain so that we have a bit of extra healing. We spawn the imps in a perfect spot. I precast my Cap Totem so that it will detonate on them right before they get their cast off. There we go. And then with Cudgel, it's going to detonate again. However, there's a slight problem right now, as you can see. Quaking, or quacking as I like to call it, is underneath all of us, and by golly, it's about to go off. It has 0.1 seconds left on its cast And here we go, the results of the quacking. The quackening, if you will. So, we get absolutely wrecked there by quaking. It was pretty funny. Don't worry, we can do the fight again. We wipe the fight, we do it again. Same thing. Get Healing Rain down. You want to spread it out. Internal Eruption. Sorry. Just make sure you take care of your quaking. Quaking is actually really rough on some of the fights this week. Again, I've used my cooldowns here. I still have AG, and watch the AG healing here in a second when I do pop it. It's really strong, actually. I'm looking at my cooldowns like, what do I have left, man? And I'm like, wait, I have AG. Let's just pop that. I get Healing Stream Totem down, and right now, I pop AG, Ancestral Guidance. And watch the health bars. They're going to, like, go down, and then they're going to shimmy up again. And it's going to be this tug of war. Look at these health bars right here. Down they go, up they go. Up, 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 down they go, up again. And down they go again, and then we're going to plow them back up again with AG healing. It's so strong, man. It covers that entire moment right there was just covered. And then I kick Withering Soul, and we do the rest of the fight. But just remember, with Resto Shaman, you have so many tools in the tool belt, you just cycle one every 30 seconds. You should be using another big cooldown, because by the time you're done using all your cooldowns, you'll be back. So again, on this fight, we're doing like 50k HPS at 389 item level. So it's no joke. This build can pump the HPS that you need. And I'm not even playing it optimally, I promise you, I'm not. Then I stand in a swirly at the very end here. I greeted so hard for this cast. I have Spirit Walker's Grace on cooldown. I'm just an idiot. And there we go, I end up dying for it. So, not a big deal. We got enough time left. We get towards the final boss. We have a Demon Hunter to help us do the Spectral Sight thing really quick. We do this Dreadlord. On the Dreadlord, make sure that you stun the stupid ad that he spawns, the little hypnotic bat. You can stun that with Cap Totem. It's pretty nice. But we end up killing him. We get to the final boss. Let me just talk about the final boss really quickly from a Resto Shaman point of view, and then I'll jump out of here. So on this one, all you really have to worry about is when he starts doing Slicing Maelstrom. So Slicing Maelstrom is when he just does AoE damage to the entire party. Piercing Gale is dodgeable, and then here comes Slicing Maelstrom in about 3 seconds or so. This you need to have a cooldown ready for. If you don't have a cooldown ready for this, people will take way too much damage. So here comes Slicing Maelstrom right here. I was getting blocked by the trees. This does a significant amount of damage. So a lot of it's getting blocked by darkness right now. So we got lucky there, and I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. This is pretty easy. And then on the next Slicing Maelstrom, I get absolutely wrecked because I'm not ready for it, and I don't have a cooldown down, and I need to. So good cooldowns to use here are, of course, Spirit Link Totem. Healing Tide Totem is not as good here because it doesn't have the burst healing that you need. Watch this Slicing Maelstrom. You want things like Ancestral Guidance with big healing surges. You want Ascendance, or you want Spirit Link Totem. I don't use any of them here because I'm an idiot. And we just start getting trucked by Slicing Maelstrom. Look at that. I almost die. So this entire fight, nothing happens until Slicing Maelstrom, and then you need to pick and choose which cooldown you want to use as the Resto Shaman. That's all you have to do for this fight. First one, just use Spirit Link Totem. Second one, use Healing Tide Totem with Healing Stream Totems and be ready to go. Be very fast on the trigger. Third one, use like Earthen Wall plus Ascendance. Like I use Spirit Link here. Look at the difference. Nobody takes any damage this time, right? So very important to remember to just cycle through your cooldowns even on boss fights like this, and it will save you. It'll absolutely save you. What do I use here? Nothing? AG? Not sure if I use anything here. I should get Healing Rain down right now. Perfect, I do. There's Healing Rain. Here comes Slicing Maelstrom. I have AG left in the tank. So I could use AG. I'm not sure if I do, actually. I hope I do. Here comes Slicing Maelstrom. I should pop AG. I should have pre-popped AG. There, I pop it now, but it's too late. It's way too late. So you got to pre-pop AG. Just be ready to go mentally for that kind of thing, and then people won't die. Okay, that's the dungeon, guys. That's a plus 18. I just want to make sure. Yeah, plus 18 quarter stars. You can see it over here in the corner. And we timed it. I got a lot of rating. I did get some gear as well, which is really good. I just got the same trinket that I have on. I'm not sure if I look at my overall or not. Nope, I don't think I do. Anyway, that's the dungeon. So, I love it, guys. Let me just scroll back so we can see what the overall was. There you go. Overall healing was 19k and then 16k DPS with 389 item level. I only have 2 Ps. Like, I'm not optimized for gear at all. My crit's like 12% or something. It's really bad. But I just wanted to show you guys that this Healing Stream Totem build does work in High Mythic Plus. It works. This is a tough key right now. And 18's a tough enough key. This is very good. So don't be afraid to take this into your keys, guys. You can do it. Remember, Regular rotation is just Healing Stream Totem on the ground. Don't ever let Riptide or Healing Stream Totem have 2 charges. Always be using them all the time. Get Healing Rain on the ground as well for the Acid Rain damage. And then you're just cycling through cooldowns. Put Earthen Wall Totem down. Make sure that you're using Ancestral Guidance to do a big healing moment. Make sure you're using Healing Tide Totem. Make sure you're using Link. Make sure you're using Totemic Recall to get a whole bunch of Healing Stream Totems down at the same time, or to double up on your Earthen Wall Totem. Whatever you want to do, make sure that you do it. Just cycle through those cooldowns and you will keep everybody alive, I promise. Even if the situation gets really insane like it did back there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm really loving Resto Shaman. I'm loving this build. I think it's actually completely viable in the higher end. You don't have to run Cloudburst Totem. Just free your mind and get to the Healing Stream Totem build, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.